Welcome in, my beautiful Scorpios, to Don Williams Tarot. I hope this message finds you well. I'm doing very good. Thank you very much. Today's message is for sun, moon, or rising placements in the sign of Scorpio. So if you have those placements, this message may be for you. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, not a one-on-one reading. So not all messages may resonate. So keep what does and leave what doesn't for someone else. Okay. Today, I'm going to be doing your reading for August 2024. What I plan to do for you today is a Celtic cross. However, what I have done is I have done a pre-poll. I'm actually recording this on July the 25th. So we're a few days before August. But I'm still tapping into those energies. It still looks like we're going to have a very hot August in terms of a lot of activity, a lot of stuff playing out there in the collective, what's going on planetarily, all of those things. But I did sit down in meditation because I wanted to make sure that I was really making a good connection with my Scorpio. So I did call in all of my Scorpios prior to this reading. And I do that. And one of the things that I also do is not only do I just call you in terms of an exchange of energy in terms of our higher selves, because that's the area that I am actually speaking to is your higher self during these meditations. But the other thing that Spirit has me do is they have me do some Reiki energy. So just realize that even though I send you that Reiki energy, if it is in agreement with your higher self, you will accept that energy. It will come in and it will do its magic. And if you feel as though, oh no, I don't want anybody diddling with my space, it will just pass you by and go to someone else. Okay. So it's not like I'm putting anything into your space or doing anything nefarious. That is not my intent. My intent is to really come from a loving, generous heart space. Okay. So to get started on your reading, I am going to pull your cards. I have been shuffling. And so when I get ready to pull your cards, I'm just going to split the deck. But I did do a pre-read because I was very curious. And I've been doing this for this round of readings. And your cards are just beautiful, Scorpio. You start off with this sun card, right? So I am going to explain to you what these cards mean. But while I am going to do that, I am going to go ahead and split this deck and lay out your cards. And while I do your reading, I am going to pull myself off camera so that we can concentrate on the cards themselves. I will be putting myself back on camera at the end of this reading. The last thing I'd like to talk to you about, though, is if you are brand new to my channel, you may want to consider subscribing. I am doing live sessions on YouTube only. So if you're a YouTube subscriber, you will be notified as to when those lives are coming up for you to come in and ask a question. You are invited to come in as a subscriber to ask a question. Okay, so let me go ahead and take myself off view. And what I am going to do is I'm going to lay out your cards here. Let's split the deck. I think I just did, but I'm going to do it again. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And we're just going to see how everything else plays out. So you start off with that 4 of Cups. That is kind of your main energy for the month. Then we have the Hierophant, 5 of Cups, Emperor. I like the Emperor energy. Page of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 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 the Star. This is one of my favorite cards as well. Page of Wands. Oh, the Empress. Ooh, you guys, I love the Empress. And the Knight of Wands. Okay, so you have a lot of fire energy here in the center. So you do have some cups. You do have pentacles. You do have wands. No swords. All right, interesting. Okay, so I'm going to start with your pre-read. As I was saying, we start off with the Sun card. Now, the beautiful thing about the Sun card is this is a card full of joy and inspiration. This is my card of nurturing and growth and healing and renewal. Now, the other thing that this card does also represent is it does represent joy and inspirational success, abundance and fulfillment. It also talks about exuberant creativity. This is also a card about our children. So, this is a card also that I feel as though you're really in touch with your inner child. Now, it may seem funny that I would say that, but we actually do work with our inner child all the time. It's just whether or not you're consciously working with them or if it's one of those things that's happening kind of behind the scenes, depending on where you are putting your attention, right? The other thing about this card is we do have the sunflowers there. The sunflowers in tarot do represent abundance, and it also represents that sunshine energy. This is a blessing coming in. Now, the other place where you'll see these sunflowers is on the Queen of Wands, but she's not on here right now. But the other thing is this white horse. Now, the white horse represents, compassion and purity of thought and action. And it's also that childlike innocence that we have lost as we've grown older, right? We approach things with our experience and with kind of sometimes it can be a little bit of a jaded kind of an energy, meaning that sometimes we don't allow that softer side of ourselves to be the person that is in that neutral position, right? This is a beautiful card. This is also your yes card. So if you've been asking for something specific, the spirit is saying absolutely yes. Now, what I absolutely also love is that you got the Empress not only once, but twice. So take note. What that is saying is that I really mean the energy of this card. I love the Empress. She is the divine feminine aspect. Now, if you're a male, just keep in mind that we have masculine and feminine energies in us all the time. Like we are operating from one or the other, or sometimes a combination of both, depending on what we are doing and what it is that our attention again is focused on. So don't feel as though you're being left out because you do have that divine feminine energy within you. And this divine feminine goddess here, this empress, is the culmination of all the four queens. So she is very inspiring. She's very emotionally intelligent. She can speak her mind and she can express very clearly and succinctly. She's very warm. She's very caring. She's very into her physical security, her home and her possessions. She is able to create a lot of abundance. She is a love machine because she's definitely ruled by Venus here. And the Empress is also that energy of nurturing and creative growth. These are new ideas, new plans, a level of abundance that is above and beyond the normal. So I really feel as though you are really tapping into her energy and really bringing that information down for yourself. Now, for me, this is also that card of sovereignty. She is a very sovereign being. She really knows what she wants out of life. She's warm and caring. She is a giver. She's a natural healer, a natural nurturer. So really embrace that aspect of yourself this month because you've gotten that card twice, right? This is your future feelings, but this is what you're going into the month of August embracing. Now, the other card that came in was the Seven of Wands. Now, this Seven of Wands for me is that card of feeling as though you have been put into a position where you need to defend yourself. If you can see this guy, look at his shoes. He's got two different shoes on. because he was in a rush, right? He feels as though his back, like he is up on higher ground and he does not want to give way. So for me, this is that card that's telling you protect your space. Even though people around you may be coming across as friends or maybe coming across as they care about you, those types of things, it's really smart for you just to always protect your space. Surround yourself with the white light. Make sure that you're grounded, put both feet on that ground, really bring in that grounding energy for yourself, because I feel as though then you're also able to use your discernment that much more clearly. Okay. So those are your pre-reads. Now, how does that fit into this whole beautiful month coming in? I feel as though these are really beautiful energies. I feel like you're being blessed right here. We start off, and it feels as though with this Four of Cups, that you are looking for some kind of stability emotionally. Emotional stability would be really good right now, or there's got to be balance of some kind. If you look at her, I've always called this card from this deck, she's a brat in this card. If you look at her, she looks like she's despondent. She looks like she is feeling kind of rejected. She kind of feels kind of snarky. Just look at her body language. She's all, tucked in on herself. She has utilized the energy or whatever was in these three cups. So now she is not even recognizing the opportunity that's coming to her. So for me, in this deck with this card, it really does feel as though a new emotional kind of an energy is going to come in. It's going to spark you. And I really feel as though it's coming in from this sun energy that, yes, move forward. Yes, progress. Yes, take action kind of energy. And that Empress, right? I feel as though this is a gift coming in that is going to just shake you up. So since the 4 is a minor arcana, I don't feel as this is a big heavy hit. Although I will say that there may be times during the month where you are going to feel either isolated or you're going to feel bored in some areas. Like, I feel as though that boredom comes in because the month is going to be a very fast moving month as well. I mean, August is expected to be a hot month, especially in the Northern Hemisphere. And so I feel as though when you do slow down, you are going to go, wait a minute, I'm slowing down. And I should be very active because I have been so busy, 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 busy. So in those moments, that's really the opportunity for you to become the Hierophant or the energy of the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant to me, I love the card, especially this deck. This is one of my very, very favorite decks. I love the imagery of this deck. Is he's sitting here, he's completely in his space. He is doing his meditations, he's minding his own business, and he's like really blissed out. Look at the expression on his face, right? He's pretty blissed out. His whole attitude is, I am going to ascend. My intention is to do all the inner work so I can take my next step up in my evolutionary process. And in order for me to do that, I need to be able to clear all the stuff from past lives, work on all of that karmic stuff that hasn't been dealt with, or if there's issues that you have brought over from either past lives, future lives that are all culminating right here for you. I feel as though you can do a lot of that inner work and clear that space up for yourself, and you are getting help. Now, the Hierophant is also that card of inner wisdom and inner guidance. He is his own guru. He's pulling that information from his higher self, from his soul up above, and bringing it into his physical body, his physical form, so that he can integrate those that knowledge, that wisdom, that energy for himself. And I feel like this is what you are doing when you get into those moments where you have a few moments. Just close your eyes and be grateful. Make your connection to your higher self, and I think you'll do just fine. Now, what is in your foundation is the Emperor card. Now, the Emperor card for me is my Donald Trump card. not Donald Trump, the president, Donald Trump, the businessman. This guy is an entrepreneur. He has multiple, like this guy usually has like multiple businesses or multiple projects or multiple ideas that he's working on at all times. Now, this is meant to be Mars energy. We're getting ready to go into a Mars retrograde. We are in the shadow of that retrograde right now. So you may be feeling some of those energies right now. I think it goes retrograde on March the 4th, I believe. I'm not sure of that exact date, but I know it's early in March. The Mars retrograde is I think it's a Mars retrograde. Maybe it's a Mercury retrograde. I can't remember. Anyway, what this guy is about is he is about owning your authority. Like he's an authority figure. A lot of times, if I'm asking about the government, this will come in because it kind of does represent that layer of expectation that we have towards our government officials, that they are working for us, they are the authority, they represent our views and our stuff, and they go to Congress and they do their thing. But this guy right here, so not only is he the energy of authority, but he's also my energy of leadership. And he's also my energy of being very focused. This guy knows how to get things done. He knows how to play the game. He has been in business, in the business arena for a long time. This is one of those types of individuals that will start a business and then sell it off and start something new and sell that off and then start something new. So he's constantly got things going on all the time. Now, I feel as though this is representing many of you that maybe you've got a lot of things that you have planted seeds for, and you are just trying to own your space, move forward, and create that physical security for yourself. But the other thing that this emperor does represent is that divine masculine energy as well. So not only do we have the empress, we also have the emperor, and it is that balance of your sovereignty, the balance within you of your divine masculine and your divine feminine. And it feels as though that's what you're doing, is you're just really working with those energies this month and really stepping into your powers, bringing all of your power back, calling back all of those areas in your life where you might have given away some of your energy, that you're bringing it back so that it makes you stronger. Now, some of you are having thoughts of this Five of Cups. This Five of Cups does represent a sadness or a loss of some kind, or it does represent like if you look at her, she's just allowing her energy just to drain. And as you can see, the cups are just draining into this big hole, right? So she is feeling kind of despondent. She's feeling kind of overwhelmed, and she's feeling kind of lost. She is not really sure what her next steps are. So some of you may be feeling some of that energy as to where do I need to go? What do I need to know? What is going to come in as a change that's going to pick that energy up? What do I need to do to bring back that energy for myself? And as these is in your thoughts position, I feel as though it's a very easy flip of the way that you're thinking. Change your inner dialogue to one of positive affirmations or whatever works for you. If this is an actual loss, like let's say you have a breakup of some kind or a loss of a friendship or whatever it may be representing for you, just know that you will heal from this. This does have some healing energy associated with it, because fives are all about change, right? Change of direction, change of thought. And this for her is her change in emotion. So she's going from a darker, heavier energy. And it could be that maybe you're mourning some of the things, if you're doing some of that deep healing of the dark night of the soul type of thing. Maybe you're looking at past things that you're working through right now. And I feel as though now is the time to do it, right? Now is the time to bring that stuff up, look at it, and heal it. Now, our next card is this Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles for me, this is in your past position. This page is a page that's really, really on fire about learning about how to create wealth. Where can I go? What kind of a career do I want to do? Pages are normally younger people in our lives, or this is also a message. So it could be a younger person, could be someone that you are mentoring, someone that you are helping to help them get their first job, or helping them in some way so that they can get some kind of level of experience or connection, or could be a networking type of a thing that you're doing for them as well, in a mentor type of a situation. Pages are about new paths, new direction. And it feels as though maybe some of you are changing job, changing career, changing where you are actually putting your the bulk of your finances, because this is connected to our wealth, right? So some of you might be looking at, where else can I diversify my portfolio? So that might be important for you as well. Now, as we are moving into your near future, I need a drink of water, excuse me. Um, Thank you. As we move into your near future, we have that Four of Pentacles. So it feels as though something has come in that has talked to you, or has made you realize that you might need to do something with your money. And I do feel as though with this near future position, this is like within the next, few days, at the beginning of the month, whatever it is. This is the very center of your reading. It feels as though some of you are really looking for some financial stability, right? That's what that four is about. Fours are about stability and balance, or it could be a card of stagnation. If you look at her body language, she is hanging on to that pocketbook. She has it right before her, her chest here. So it feels as though she's really just kind of hanging on to what she has. Some of you might be feeling as though you don't really want to spend any money at this time. You're not really certain as to what's going on. We had a huge dip in silver yesterday, I think it was. The stock market has been a little wonky. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that is really causing us to really assess what it is, right? Now, the thing about this Four of Pentacles as well is it is a stability card, looking for that energy for yourself. And I don't think there is anything wrong with hanging on to your money right now and deciding, do I really need whatever it is that you're thinking of purchasing? Or should I just hang on to what's going on and assess and wait and see how things transpire? Now, again, this is kind of the center of your reading. And now we're going to go up your ladder. So your long-term energy, or your in your distant future here, is this Star card. I love this card. The Star card for me is, you've just had a Tower moment, right? The Star card is the next card after the Tower, and the Tower, of course, for Scorpio, is that thing that it comes in as a shocking kind of an energy. Well, this is that healing energy that comes in after that Tower moment. This card right here does represent long-term plans and goals. It does talk about really solidifying the direction that you want to go as a soul and a body. This is also my card of really looking at potential career change or career development. This is also a potential marriage card for some of you. And the Star for me is also that card of really following your true north, meaning that you are very solidly connected to the Star, which is another wish fulfillment card as well. So I really like this card because it feels as though some really positive changes are coming in, things for you to look forward to. There's a lot of joy, happiness, and abundance associated with this card as well. She feels very grounded. Again, you have another person sitting on the ground here, looking up to the sky. So I feel like these are really nice balancing energies for you with the Hierophant and with this star card. So good job, Scorpio. And then we have the Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands is that very charismatic energy. This right here has to do with your closest relationships. I feel as though you are feeling very courageous. You're feeling very creative. You're feeling very passionate, motivated. She's just allowing herself to have a lot of fun. So it may be this month, that you're really tapping into. I know that you are a water sign, but it feels as though you're also tapping into those energies of fire that are really inspiring you, pushing you forward, pushing you out of your comfort zone, allowing you to really tap into your intuition, being very creative in your endeavors and in your relationships with others. And then we have this in your very closest relationships. We have, in the near future, we have your the Empress card. So again, that Empress card has come in twice. This is saying that if you are of childbearing years, you're very fertile. So just be mindful of that. So if you are looking to start a family, now would be the time to do it. The other thing about her that I love about her is this does represent the earth, Mother Gaia. And I really love the imagery on this card because she has that Mother Gaia birthing, right? So this is about, so you might be hearing about a pregnancy. You might be hearing about someone has conceived or someone is getting ready to give birth, that type of a thing. Also, what this is talking about is the birthing of new ideas, new concepts, new opportunities for you, new projects that you might be thinking of. And this could be tied into any area of your life, but this is a blessing. This is a gift. And there's also that full moon there. So be mindful that when the next full moon comes in, I don't know when it is, August 20 or somewhere around there, August 20, 25. I'm not sure. But look for that because I feel like it's an important energy for you for August. Your final card is the Knight of Wands. Again, those knights are about taking action. I feel as though whatever you are creating, whatever you're thinking about creating, whatever direction you're thinking of going, this is saying do it. Don't stop. Keep going. She is all about inspiration, creativity, passion. And she is one of my fast moving knights. Now, the thing about the wands is wands and swords energy are about taking action. It is not passive energy. Get off your butt and move forward. Scorpio, you've got this. Scorpio, I love this reading for you. I feel as though there's just a lot of positivity here. There's so many different directions for you to go with this reading. I love that you're balancing that masculine and feminine energies for yourself. I really love that you are just taking action and feeling inspired, feeling very motivated and just moving forward, creating your physical security, helping others along the way. Feeling that level of great gratitude too is really going to be very helpful for you. So if you've made it this far in this reading and you have not already done so, please give me a thumbs up. It is so helpful to the channel. I want to, from my heart to your heart, send you a lot of love and light. Should you so care to accept that energy from me. And until next time, take very good care of you and have a hot, amazing August. Cheers.